Hey, what is up guys? I'm KBHD here and welcome to an update on the Red Hydrogen 1. This thing is so delayed, it's silly, but you might remember it from that exclusive reveal video, which was back in August 2017. So about a year ago. The update is a couple weeks ago, they sent out an email asking basically to every pre-order if they wanted to participate in the Houdini program, which was basically a sort of a beta testing or a prototype testing where they'd send you one early and you'd sort of get to bug report and help them build this phone as they go. Which is really interesting. I don't think I've seen anything quite like that from a phone in a while. Then again, it's Red. This is a camera company that I think right now is discovering slowly how hard it is to build a good smartphone in this really competitive landscape, and I think generally their development has been much slower than the competition. But this is it. This is one of the limited edition Red Hydrogen 1 Houdini edition phones that will be made and shipped to those people who agree to be a part of it. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and look in the box. So this is it. It comes in this all black cardboard unlabeled box. It's kind of matte black, but not really. Also, excuse the bandage. I don't think you really want to see the stitches in my finger right now. It's a long story. But we can get right into it. If we open it, at the top of this first box, we get a little card that says, inside this box, you'll find an unlocked Hydrogen 1 limited edition Houdini model, plus a 128 gig micro SD card and an extended warranty at no charge. Nice. And then that's this. So this is the little red and black micro SD card, since the phone has expandable storage. And then we have this glass and metal, I don't really know what this is, honestly. It says Red Media Machine Hydrogen. It's like a medallion. It's kind of like a souvenir, I guess, that maybe you could stick to your desk or a computer or something. It's not really clear what to do with it, but it's high quality, so I'll keep it around. Cool. Anyway, underneath that, we get the labeled box with the phone in it. It's packaged actually pretty similar to a lot of other Red products. So I don't know if you've ever unboxed a Red accessory or even a Red camera or something like that. You'll probably be familiar with these boxes with the magnets and everything. It's high quality, so I'm a fan of that. We open this up and we have the phone right up top. Hydrogen. And we'll go ahead and get that plastic off in a second, but we also want to see what else is in the box. We do have some paperwork. At the top is this sort of a quick start guide, which shows you how to get the phone up and running, getting a SIM card in there and everything like that. Underneath that, there's your important safety information and that warranty. And under that, there's actually a Red branded power brick and USB Type-C cable. It says on the brick it's 5 volts, 3 amps, so we'll cross our fingers for some type of quick charging happening here. But that's that. So right off the bat, this is like my second impression, and yeah, the phone is still big. It's still so huge. You can probably tell even in my hands it looks like a massive device. It still has those pins on the back, which is interesting. The ridges, the huge grips up and down, the bezels. A lot of cutouts for front-facing sensors actually, and it's just overall a unique looking phone. It doesn't have the normal sleek and modern look of all the other glass sandwich flagships we've gotten lately. It just looks kind of like another Red camera, like a tool or a device you'd use for a function, and that's it. We'll go ahead and get it booted for the first time with this power button / fingerprint reader on the side. And this loading animation, this one right here, is the first time I'm seeing this holographic effect right off the bat, and it definitely does not pick up on camera. It just looks slanted. But then after it sets up, it just sets up like a normal Android phone. I registered my fingerprint, signed in with Google and everything. So now I'm really gonna just start digging into this thing and seeing what it's all about. This is day one for me, and you already know I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts on it as we go. And you better believe I'm also gonna be tweeting sample photos from that camera. That's the main thing I'm into, so be sure to be following there if you're not already. And we gotta start digging through this thing and seeing what it's all about. There is, of course, a lot of concern over how delayed this thing is, naturally, because it has last year's specs from when it got announced. So for those who forgot, Snapdragon 835, 6 gigs of RAM, but also a 4,000 milliamp hour battery and expandable storage. I think a lot of people who pre-ordered this phone, though, aren't buying it to use as their primary phone. At least I don't think. Like, I think it's gotta be a lot of people like me who want this to be an absolutely baller camera experience first, and then also have a great software experience, kind of like a phone, you know? But there is a lot happening here. There's a separate marketplace for apps and games that support the holographic 4View content in addition to the Play Store. There is, of course, this Red launcher, which you can disable and use the normal Android launcher, but that's definitely worth exploring also. There's also this really interesting camera app with a lot of controls at your fingertips. And I've been told they're still working on the app, on the controls you have, the image processing, the color science, all of that. But they're going to use our experience with these prototypes to keep improving it as we go. The holographic display itself, it doesn't show up basically at all on camera. It just kind of looks like normal content that's pixelated because of how the tech works. But in person, on this near final version, it's really trippy, and it's going to be a challenge to shoot stuff and actually take advantage of the holographic nature of it to make it look good. There's some demo reels and some things where stuff pops out at the camera, and some of it looks good, but that's going to be a challenge. And there's even little things I'm seeing, like one of these little cutouts up front is a multicolor notification LED. And this exact model here I'm holding is serial number 0008 of the 300 prototypes they're going to be making. So that's pretty cool. And I've also noticed it seems like it's really easy for dust and stuff to get caught in these little grooves on the back of the phone. We'll see if that holds up. And the dual cameras and the flash module on the back look exactly like a face. And there's much, much more. But definitely let me know what you think about the whole Hydrogen One concept 1 year later, basically. There's still a lot we don't know. There's still the exposed pins on the back. We don't know what the modules look like, but just the whole idea of like this huge phone that's, I guess, a camera first, and then a phone second, and then the rest of the things that connect to it. And let me know what you want to see in a full review for when that comes out. Either way, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.